Hi, I'm Robert Osborne. It's a night of fantasy adventure on TCM. And up next, we take a trip to a mystical land in the Himalayas, where peace and brotherhood reign supreme, where no one ever grows old. To some, it's paradise, but to others, it's a prison. It's an epic from director Frank Capra in 1937, titled Lost Horizon, based on a best-selling novel by James Hilton. Hilton's novel immediately caught the eyes of Frank Capra, who'd recently won Academy Awards as Best Director for his movies It Happened One Night and Mr. Deeds Goes to Town. Well, Capra particularly loved this story, Lost Horizon, because it offered him what those other films had not been offering him, making a fantasy adventure on a grand scale. When he suggested to his boss at Columbia Pictures, Harry Cohn, that he buy the rights to Hilton's book and let him direct it, Cohn took a deep breath and agreed to do so, even though the cost was an astounding sum at that time, particularly for a small company like Columbia Pictures. I mean, had it not turned out well, the finished film could have bankrupted the studio. The first sign of trouble actually came when the movie, at its first preview, ran well over 3 hours. I mean, way too long for a film in those days. And what was in those 3 hours was pretty much a disaster. But Capra was sure he had a good film in there, and felt that he knew what was wrong with it. And that was mainly a long prologue, which added nothing to what followed and slowed down the movie from the very start. So Capra went to work, cut the prologue entirely, which did wonders, and the finished film went on to be a huge success. Yet for some reason in later years, every time the film was reissued, more and more footage got cut out, and the once 3-hour movie ended up a very staccato 85 minutes. But in the years since, a hunt for the cut footage was launched, much of it was found, and the American Film Institute was able to restore the movie to its original roadshow length of 133 minutes, which clocks in to about 2 hours and 13 minutes. The film's entire soundtrack was never in jeopardy, but some of the scenes were lost and still are. So in watching the movie, you'll occasionally see still photographs inserted to cover that lost film footage. But the film we bring you now is as complete as it possibly could be at this time. And it is indeed an exceptional movie in every way. So we bring it to you now from 1937 with Ronald Colman heading a great cast that includes Thomas Mitchell, Jane Wyatt, Sam Jaffe, and the actress known as just Margot. Here's Frank Capra's Lost Horizon.